Hello and welcome back to my channel, AJ Budgets. I am AJ and I'm so thankful and grateful that you are here with me today. In today's video, we're going to be doing July's week 1 weekly wrap up. So let's get into it. I did have $1 left over in cash. However, it is not in my envelope today because that was part of my vacation reconciliation. And so you'll have to watch my Mexico vacation recap to see what I did with that, which, spoiler alert, it went into the Dolla Bills Y'all Savings Challenge. But with that being said, I did have some spending a couple of days before I left on vacation. And then I got back on Monday, and then so I've had Tuesday through Friday of spending when I got back. So with that being said, my best friend was in town. I filmed out my last weekly wrap up. It was like 6 days in advance. It was getting ready for my vacation, and I was on vacation during that last week. But I didn't account for all of the spending I was going to do over the weekend because we went antiquing and we went down to the lake and we went shopping. And so I have all kinds of stuff to pull out. So I need to pull my credit card allowance from last month. I got some Christmas presents, some birthday presents. I went antiquing, we went eating out. I booked a 2027 cruise randomly, so that's exciting. Obviously went grocery shopping and had to get some personal items. I ran out of like lotion and stuff. And then I got some like housekeeping stuff. So I ran out of like glass cleaner, and I wanted some new wine glasses and all kinds of random stuff. And then ABK again here. What did I buy? Oh, I wanted a new tote like thing, and I needed a new travel pillow. I've had my travel pillow for like 15 years and it was deflated. So anyways, let me speed this up and we'll get all of this stuff pulled out, and then we'll get it uploaded onto my credit card. I am going to start with my Amazon. I don't remember what I spent money on. It was something. It was for $40 though. And that is going to come out of my next paycheck binder. And I have, oh, right there. I turned it right to it. I have $100 and I need to split that into 60 and 40. So 20, 40, 60. Actually, let me do it this way. 50, 60, and then 40. Perfect. So with that being said, we have $40 in going to Amazon. CC allowance, $40, and that will pull us up to $172 on this credit card. I will be paying this credit card next week. Yes, next week is the 10th. That is due on the 10th, so I will be paying that in next week's video. I had to double check. I was like, it's going to be close. Okay, so we should have 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 70, and 172. Matches the 172, so that is ready to go for next week's payment. I don't anticipate spending any more on Amazon, but I might. So, okay. Now I'm going to speed the rest of this up so we can pull out everything on my IHG card, since that is the rest of and the bulk of my spending. Yes. Okay, just added everything up to make sure. I was having to make change while I was going about things. So we should have $560 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, $550 and $560. And that will be going on to my IHG credit card payment tracker. This credit card is due on the 23rd of each month. So I pay it on the Friday before it's due. And that will be in week 3's weekly wrap up this week. So this is going to be June week 4 to July week 1 plus $560. And then we're adding it to $18.94. So that gives us $24.54. And I know I will need to condense because this is going to make it way too thick. So let's just make sure we have $24.54, and then I will start condensing. 1,000, 1, 1,112, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 2,000, 100, 200, 250, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 30, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3, and $2,454. Okay, so I'm going to take this $1,000 and I'm going to replace it with a $1,000 placeholder, and then 2, 50, 20, 40, 60, 81. I'm going to go with 2 100 placeholders. And then 20, 30, 40, and 50. So we'll get a $50 in there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1,000, 2,000, 1, 2, 3, 2,400, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is so much easier to count. And then I also need to clean off the back of this, so I'm going to do that really quick while I have it out. Okay, backside is cleaned off, and we are at $24.54. Okay, next we are going to pull my weekly cash, and then we are going to pre-roll that weekly cash and put it into the Dolla Bills Y'all Savings Challenge. So let me get all of that stuff set up here. This Dolla Bills Y'all Savings Challenge is by Ira Budgets here on YouTube. You get the envelope, the challenge, and the 8-sided die, which is, it's like missing, but I found my little die container. There we go. Okay, and then my weekly cash is in my next paycheck binder in the back, and I have no idea how much I am giving myself because that feels like 3 months ago. $15. So if I pull out 5, 10, 15, that leaves us with 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and $25. Perfect. I was going to say I'm going to leave this out, but I have some money I'm taking back to the bank from my vacation wrap up, so if I need some change, I can pull out of that cash. All right, let's see how much we're stuffing today. $4. So I'm going to put 5 in, and I'm going to pull a 1 out then. And we will go ahead and cross off our first 4. And I'm going to do my little extra 4. I like this to be $2.25 instead of, what is that, like $2.16 or something? And so I add an extra $9 with a 4 and a 5. So we have a 4 and then our 2 ones. So we have $6 in the Dolla Bills Y'all Savings Challenge. So far, we just restarted. This is the first weekly official roll and save, so that's exciting. And then that gives me $11 then going into my wallet for the end of week 1, the rest of tonight, and then rolling into week 2 of July. Thank you so much for being here today. I greatly appreciate you watching and interacting with my videos. If you've been enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. It really helps out the channel. And if you enjoyed today's video, please give me a like and comment down below and let me know how July has started out for you. I am excited to be home, but also excited to go on my next vacation. So I will see you guys in my next video, and I hope you have a great rest of the week. Bye!